Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Hello! It's Tenchi time. How's everybody doing? It's not just Tenchi time, it's Tenchi Sunday. Um, I'm doing well. I have had a surprisingly busy morning. Oh, do I not have the here we go. Background music. Go on. I've had a surprisingly busy morning, even though I didn't have anything scheduled, because I had to prepare for this, and I was hoping to get a lot more done earlier this week to prep for this, but well, I did it today instead. It's the last stream of the day, the first stream of the day, and the last stream of the year, too, for us here at the Sharp Finch Twitch.tv channel. And what a year it's been. Before we go for the year, I wanted to stream one last time, and I wanted to kind of pat us on the back, pat ourselves on the back, and pat me on the back. I wanted to celebrate because we have managed to reach 100 followers, which is pretty cool. It's I mean, it wasn't ever a milestone I guess I was kind of gunning for or anything. I was like super looking forward to myself. Ever since I started doing this, I guess my goal was to emulate a lot of other VTubers and creators that I really like. And I always talk about that. And my other goal was to make something that would make me laugh. And maybe make other people laugh too. Obviously 100 followers is a lot in some regards, but it's also just the beginning in a lot of other ways too. But yeah, I guess as long as y'all want to keep watching me do silly things, I'm gonna keep doing silly things. That's all I can really say about it. And I feel very lucky to be embraced by a community of people that find my stuff funny, even if for a little while. So now on to business. What are we doing today? We are painting. That's why I have this beret, this nifty little hat, this artist's hat upon my head. So I guess without further ado, I can go ahead and show us our beautiful, wonderful white canvas. Give me a sec. And kablamo. Look at that. Is there anything more beautiful than a white canvas waiting to be painted? I can't say that there is. Oh, whoops. Let's see here. Nice and well centered. You may be asking, what are we going to be painting today? We're going to be painting this canvas with paint. I guess we could do a quick overview of our supplies. I'm pretty sure this is just sort of an 8-inch by 8-inch, like, value pack canvas that came with like 10 other canvases. I wanted to have at least a handful because I needed to prep for the stream. I needed to like just test it out and make sure that it would come up on camera. In fact, there's a lot of changes to how we normally stream. I've changed some lighting setups in the background. There's been a lot of testing going on so that this would actually be a half decent experience for everyone involved, I suppose. I've got this like nice Liquitex paint. This is the good stuff, apparently. I have a friend who's more of an artist than me. Friend of the stream, Wormy, who they paint miniatures as well as all sorts of random crap, frames, that sort of thing. They recommended this paint and getting like a nice stuff so that it'll be easy to work with and that it'll dry well. And then I guess this is like a pretty decent brush too. It's like $8. I don't know. It's like a nice. I don't even know what's on this. Human hair, maybe. I love random crap. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's random. Yippee, Tenchi 100. How's it going, Wormy? Thanks for stopping by. Royal and Langnickel. I don't know where they plucked the hairs off of this thing, but it's nice and firm, while also being pliable, which I guess is the whole point. I also have this little plastic dish. We won't be using very many colors, so I figure we're just going to use the center of it real nice. Yeah, I think we're just going to have a chill time, chatting, talking about the year in review, I suppose, and then, painting. horse usually, or plastic tree. How do you grow those? I assume the Gorillaz would know on account of that one album of theirs. Although I guess they were singing about plastic beaches more than they were singing about plastic trees. I was also planning on doing a nice 6" by 6" square, but I don't have like masking tape, so I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna go ahead and start applying paint. A nice even coat. Yeah, so we've already been at this for I think we started somewhere in the summer, like June. Which means we've been at it about close to 7 months. I think by the end of the year it'll be 7 months. That's coming up nice, isn't it? You guys can see it glisten too. Look at that. It was on a lark, starting to stream it basically. But I've been talking about it, and my friends will attest to it, that I've been talking about streaming, I think, for years at this point. I remember watching VTubers for the first time over the pandemic, and I think Gargura was really the first time where I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I think I'm actually gonna love VTubers. And it stayed as this rotating hobby of mine. I just watch them. They replaced Game Grumps or whatever, or whatever I was watching at the time. But I kept being a fan. Started getting merch. Started seeing them at cons, wanting to cosplay them. And then at some point it became I should definitely I should do this. I should get my own model. I should stream. And after building my own PC a couple years back, then it became more of a reality. I think the thing that appeals to me the most is the technicals. I like being able to look behind what do you call it? I like being able to look behind the curtain and kind of figure out how people are doing this. I think oftentimes when I'm watching concerts, that's actually what I'm thinking about the most. I'm thinking about what does the dress room look like? How many people are involved? How much is the talent doing? That kind of thing. Look at my big wings getting in the way of the canvas, huh? I think you'll just have to deal, though. I want to be this close to the camera. So that's what this has been a lot for me in some ways, is figuring out how do models work, how do cameras work, how much does a streamer have to know, and how much do they have to learn, how much do they have to do in order to effectively you know what, do we want to do nice single directional brushes instead of evening out the sides? That seems wise. Here we go. I think that's a pretty decent even coating here. Our game plan is going to be to keep applying coats every 15 minutes or so. All right, I guess that's about all the painting we need to do right now. I'm gonna clean off the brush. And now we're for the main event, which is basically watching paint dry. I am hoping, and I think based on the testing I did, this lighting should give us at least a nice, especially in this area, give us a nice vantage point of that paint drying. So yeah, I guess I don't know that I don't remember exactly how the decision came to be that I should try this at some point. But like a lot of dreams, it almost doesn't matter how it landed in front of you. You just want to go do it. And since then, it's been, I don't know, I guess a big part of my life. I'd probably call it my most time-consuming hobby now. I want to show you this. It's off screen, but I think you should see it. I'm using this little, this little cat is for, it's for chopsticks. But I do need to leave my my little brush somewhere without it just sopping paint and water and paint water everywhere on this desk. So that is what we will be using. But yeah, I guess I don't really know what possessed me to make me believe I should do this, but I guess they just feel like the VTubers have been the most creative group of streamers and content creators that I've seen in the last decade. I think before that, in my opinion, it was probably, I don't know. I could have said something like Let's Players, but then there's also like all the folks making video essays. Those are all pretty creative folks as well. But I don't know. I guess I liked and do like models and VTubing as a whole, because you get to create this character and live them out in a way that like no other kind of streaming really embodies. Other kinds of streams, I don't know, you're playing up a character that's a version of yourself, but you don't have like this literal anime version of yourself. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I'm thinking of just holding it at this nice angle so you can see so much of it drying. Acrylic doesn't take too long to dry either. I think when I was testing it was maybe 10 minutes a coat or so. But even then it was probably like not quite completely dry. Like it's dry to the touch, you know, but you know somewhere in there the chemistry's still going on. So yeah, I guess I think that in a lot of ways they just happened to be the thing that's in my heart when I most was capable of making new stuff. So it was kind of a lot of stars aligning at once. I'm sure if I had built my PC 10 years sooner, I probably would have been doing Game Grumps stuff. I would have probably been just playing games, recording, editing, and posting that stuff to YouTube as Let's Plays, but that isn't really the moment, at least in my opinion. It isn't right now. It feels like VTubing is, at least in my heart. I really doubt it's like as popular as I think it is, and who knows? It probably is already past its heyday too, because it was really COVID that kind of made it explode. But so, yes, I want to keep. I want to keep doing it. I don't know how long we're gonna keep doing it. Okay, I had this genius idea of doing all of this, and then I didn't. I didn't get anything to like dry off this paint. Here, I'll be right back. I need to go get like a paper towel. It's gonna be a second. I've returned. But yeah, in terms, I guess, of creatives that inspired me beyond VTubers, at least in terms of, oh, whoops. Hello. At least in terms of people that made me want to go create stuff on the internet, it was mostly Game Grumps, Jerma to a degree, because that guy's funny and creative and just, I mean, like, I feel like you literally just need to look up like a single clip of him doing the Dollhouse stream to kind of get just how his brain works and the kind of scale of entertaining things he wants to make. There was a guy who earlier this year, or maybe it was last year, he also hooked himself up to a room that could rotate. Like it was a room on an axis that would like motorize and rotate as he was streaming. That was incredible. I feel like we're all just in the pursuit of doing stupid shit that we get to say we did at some point. Oh, like spending 3 hours watching paint dry, for example, while you talk and slowly lose your mind. This idea in particular was a reference to... Okay, this is still kind of wet to the touch. We should really just leave it. It was a reference to, like 10 years back, there was a guy, I don't remember the guy's name, but he was pissed off because of a bunch of censorship of movies in the UK. And so he submitted like 14 hours of paint drying. And the capacity for him to have put in a single frame of like porn or gore or who knows, something that'll change the rating, meant that people had, like a team of people had to sit in front of it for 14 hours and literally just watch paint dry. It was like this bizarre, hilarious, a protest in a way. And I guess the idea of watching paint dry literally has stuck to me since as being something that's pretty funny. And that's why we're doing that right now. Because it feels like the joke is almost on me as much as it is on you. Or anybody who stops by. Excuse me while I drink some mojito bubbly. But I don't know. I don't know that the process of actually making that is all that funny either necessarily. It's really quite calm. I've always wanted to just spend like an hour in an art museum, like or more, like actually probably closer to 2 or 3 hours in front of the same piece and just absorbing it, you know? Finch Ross. Yeah. Oh, Bob Finch. I've got socks of that guy actually. It's very calming, right? Painting? I think it is. Especially because it's a medium that kind of... It's not like other stuff where you can... Especially like digital stuff where you can just go, 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 go. There's no patience involved. There's no cooking like in a kiln or... But painting, on the other hand... What are we supposed to do if we want to apply this next layer? Sit and wait. That's all we can do. I feel like I've ruined more paintings than I could count just by like not being able to be patient. But it's also because like you spend that time, I guess because a lot of it has been in art class. And so I spend that time like I've applied that first initial layer of paint. I still have 45 minutes or whatever in the class, but I can't really actually do anything until it's dry. But that doesn't stop me. I still want to go do it. And then you end up mixing paints and forget about it. It's ruined. It's kind of funny though. It's almost like this is just absolutely antithetical to what the internet is about right now too. It's like this is the opposite of Subway Surfers tucked away in the corner and multiple screens at once. Which, for the record, I've done that before. I have to assume that most people here do that from time to time. Oh, yeah, well. Okay, it might be. When did I apply this paint? Okay, I'm gonna stop touching it. We're gonna stop touching it until like at least 15 minutes from now. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up with blue hands everywhere. Yeah. So, what are they saying? There's something about art. Oh yeah, no, this is like antithetical to all that. Like, I don't know if you've ever spent time doing it, but I sure have. Where like, I'll be like half rewatching a show while I have my laptop open doing some amount of something that's supposed to be, I hypothetically, useful. You know, something like that where I'm making progress on something. And then I also happen to have my phone open. And it's like, well, how am I expecting to do anything? With my attention split so many ways. It's madness. But I think that I'm pretty guilty of it. I used to do it with Hearthstone a lot. Like, you couldn't really... I'd be in a classroom playing Hearthstone and taking notes and listening at the same time. Just to keep it interesting, I guess. I wanted a challenge, you know? I think I need that. In a lot of the things I do, I need a challenge. Because if I don't feel like I can affect change, if I don't feel like I can actually move something forward, and that there's also something to achieve, I get pretty bored pretty quickly. I'm not like one of those folks that just is happy with easygoing stuff. In fact, the amount of willpower it's taking right now to just not touch this, not move it, not touch it, not apply another coat of paint. It's agonizing. Like, you think it's tough, but like, here I am locked in for another 2.5 hours, and I have to like keep confronting this. It's sort of Sisyphean. I mean, at least like to get just another angle on it, you know? It looks so wet on the camera. It looks so wet. Oh god. And you know, my initial instinct is to just go pull up Firefox. You could sit and watch some clips, but that feels so... That's we're missing the point, you know? I just have to sit here and talk and listen to the same BGM for a while. I guess what's a good question to ask people when they come in today? Pull up a window, watch the grass grow. Yeah. This is basically what we're doing. We're watching grass grow. We're watching the sun set in the middle of the day. We're watching clouds go by. Yeah, at least there's more action with clouds and the sun, relatively speaking. There's more movement. That's okay, though. Yeah, I guess I like to do questions every day just because it reminds me of some of my favorite classrooms where you'd have to, like, at the beginning of the day, the teacher would be like, okay, this is the question we're looking to answer today. You're gonna, at least when you go home, you can know that you answered this question and you learned this. I guess it drives engagement, is what it does. Not that this is a classroom. I don't know what you would learn. If you had watched my streams, I feel like you'd maybe learn some amount of English vocabulary. Those Magic the Gathering streams might have taught you something about how to play Magic. I think that's fair. Like I think I talk through my plays quite a lot, even when I'm playing like in person. I do. Not sure that I'm educational in any other sense of the word, though. But nonetheless, I guess that's where my instincts go to, because I think some of the funniest people I remember knowing were teachers, and some of the best teachers are the funniest. Because, you know, how easy is it to forget something that made you laugh, you know? Not very easy, I think. Even if you're laughing all the time. I've got a lot of plans for this stream for next year, too. I think I said it when we reached 100 followers, but this is just the beginning. And I think that it is, in a lot of ways. I have a lot of ideas for things that we can do. I still want to do at least like a couple times a week, or maybe once a week. I'd like to try out doing a full Just Chatting stream, which I guess, newsflash, this is kind of what this is. It's basically just a Just Chatting stream, except we're also watching paint dry. It looks drier now, right? I think that's drier. I mean, it's reflective, but it's not like the same kind of reflective. I said I wouldn't touch it until at least another 15 minutes. So like at the 45-minute mark, that's when we're gonna start applying the next coat. Anyway, maybe I should keep a timer somewhere in the corner. Next coat, 45 minutes. Woohoo! Yeah, so I guess this is sort of a practice for that in disguise. I'd like to do a Just Chatting stream at least once. I don't think it's especially, like, that's not stuff I watch, but I just want to get better at talking, if that makes sense. Filling dead air, in a way. I mean, comfortable silence is a skill socially, I think, but not necessarily when you're on camera. It's almost the opposite, really. I want to get more emotes. Right now, we have filled up every single emote slot that followers have. I'm not sure if you can unlock more, but to me, the whole reason to start getting advertisements, the whole reason to open up subscriptions is to be able to offer emotes, because I do really like them. I think it's pretty fun to have a silly little cartoon of the VTuber. That's a big part of it to me. So I want more of them to offer to subscribers, I suppose, because as it is right now, you know, getting a subscription to this channel, as wonderful as it is, and moving, it isn't all that impactful either. Like, you don't really get much in return. Yeah, see? Can you tell that that's me crying? I guess it's a little difficult because it's blue on blue with our current chat box. Maybe we need a new chat box, even. We also have channel points now. You're just getting those by being here, watching my stuff. I haven't figured out any sort of rewards. I thought it was a new woo face. Well, I mean, it can work for whatever you want it to work for. I called it Sad Blorbo. Because he's got tears, but you can't quite see them very easily. Some more emotes, that's for sure. I would love to come up with more silly event stream ideas too, like this one. Although, I mean, this is a rather... Maybe we could do an actual painting stream sometime. That would be pretty cool. So, like this part here, is that, like, dry right here? Yeah. Oh. It's pretty dry, but over here? It is a little wetter. Not enough to rub off, but it is a little wetter. Wow. Could you believe it? My eyes don't deceive me. I want to play a lot more what do you call them? I guess like nostalgic games. I want to play more games where we're picking them up and putting them down very quickly. There was what? Spyro: A New Beginning for the PS2. There's just a ton of games from the PlayStation 2 that are kind of terrible, but I would love to play on stream. And I think that they're relatively niche. So I want to try that out. I really enjoyed doing the full week of just Magic the Gathering. I think we're going to probably be trying to do that. We're going to probably try to do that for every upcoming Magic the Gathering set that I like. I doubt we're going to do it for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I doubt we're going to do it for Marvel superheroes. Maybe we do it for Star Trek, just because I think it's funny to sacrifice Spock or to make Captain Kirk explode with a lightning bolt or whatever. But that will remain to be seen. There is some part of me that has thought about just like, what if we just do Magic content? Just because there's so much Magic in my soul. I think about Magic the Gathering. If I'm not thinking about streaming, and I'm still thinking about something, let's say... what's a good way to put it? A hobby of mine. If those are the things I'm thinking about, or if it's not stream, then it's definitely Magic. That's normally how it boils down. Which means I think about Magic a lot, and I have a lot to say about it. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't really like the idea of being stuck 100% on Magic the Gathering, because I don't love it that much. Because, like, imagine, would you watch a Magic the Gathering streamer do this? I mean, honestly, I don't know if I would watch any streamer do this for more than 5 minutes. They have to be very funny. Which I guess I'm convinced I am, so thanks for being here. What else do I want to do? I want to get a new model. I don't know that that's going to happen by the end of next year, but I'm going to start that process. And we're gonna get headlong into that process by next year. This design isn't really mine. I got this from an artist by the name of... Oh gosh, it's actually been so long since I set all this stuff up that I don't really remember. Ameji Studios. It's in the description, actually. In the description everywhere, because I really want to credit them a lot. They have been off since April. So like 2 months before I started streaming, they were like going through it. Apparently some health issues. They were off the internet. And this is just coming from their Twitter, for the record. Like, I don't personally know this person, but I think without realizing, they've made a really big impact on my life, because I've gotten to do this streaming stuff with their model. I've got to bring it to life in a way. And I really hope that someday I get to repay them for it. Either by asking them to do a model for me, or, I don't know, by even just asking them for emotes or something. Maybe bringing them on stream, that'd be cool. But so that also means that someday I'd like to have a model I can call my own. And I think we're probably going to stick with the angel theming, but change things, add things, come up with something a little bit new, I suppose. I can't exactly describe it, but this looks different, doesn't it? It looks drier. Am I crazy? Oh, it's... I gotta stop touching it! It could use another 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, so that's on the docket, is maybe a new model, new design. A new background would be nice. As much as I like this cloud, and I think it's pretty fitting, I'd like to have a background that's like, I don't know, my cloud apartment. I think that'd be pretty cool. But it also might go hand in hand with a new design idea. So like, you know, it might be more planning than it is actual action. What else do I want to do? I don't really feel like setting milestones in terms of numbers, like followers, view count, subscribers. It's just not where my brain goes. Because I guess when I see somebody and I think, are they successful? Like 80% of the time is, did they make me laugh? And if they are, then they're successful. But it's not the like, oh, they have 1 million followers. Wow, what a successful VTuber. Turner, thanks for stopping by. Congrats on 100 followers. Thank you very much. We're just enjoying this lazy Sunday afternoon. Watching paint dry and chatting. Chatting about the next year, chatting about this year, how it's been, how I want it to go, that kind of thing. It's pretty impressive too to see so many other VTubers that have started in the same year. We're talking about a new background. Yeah, that was the first idea. Like I said, I kind of want to get a new model and a new base design. We're gonna probably still be an angel, but change significantly. And I think that it would be cool to get a new background to go with it. New assets, new emotes. Maybe a new loading screen. Oh, that seems like a lot of work. And I really like the original cute one. A new closing screen. Probably the same statement, though. I guess it's pretty typical end of the year stuff to be thinking about. Hey, it's Eric. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. We're watching paint dry. Pull up a chair, open up a drink, come watch paint dry. We're talking about our ideas for next year, and also how this year went. It's funny too. I feel like this is the kind of hobby. It's like, I guess every hobby has something like it, but there comes a. Can I open up you? Can I open up you? Do you mean to you? Or what is your game plan here? If you're talking about opening me up like a coconut or a can, that's not gonna work, I don't think. I like to have all my inside parts inside, and we'll leave it as that. I guess cannibalism. I don't think it's cannibalism. I'm not technically human, so I don't know what that'll do to your body parts. I got to assume it's not good. And I bet I could probably form back together like the great Titan Kronos. And then what are you going to do? I'm going to be very angry. Next year, you should do several collabs with this cool streamer named Schmeric Eric, I think. Yeah, that's a pretty bad typo there, my man. By the way, that's how I talk about my hobby like 80% of the time that I talk about it, by the way. I'm like, I'll talk to my friends and they're like, oh, what should we put on? And then I'm like, oh, well, there's this awesome new VTuber I've been seeing. He's very funny. And my friends are very supportive. They're very, very supportive of this. I'm surprised I haven't heard like nobody has been like, can you stop fucking talking about this? So you plan on getting an actual model custom made? Yes, I do want. My game plan right now, my whole path forward, I see. I want to make a rudimentary character sketch of the next design. I want to be able to indicate what the hair looks like, what the face kind of looks like, outfit and general concept, as well as a color palette. That's my goal. And then I'm going to hand that to somebody to make a character sheet out of it. And then with the character sheet in hand, we're going to start looking and talking to modelers. That's the game plan. And I think it'll take a long time. My hope is to have the character sheet by the end of June of next year, so for the first half of the year, and then spend the rest of the half of the year finding and hopefully getting a modeler. That's the game plan as I see it in my brain. I won't forget that you owe me one session of you screaming at me while I butcher Magic the Gathering. Yeah, that'd be fun. I think it'd be cool to teach you how to play some Magic, and you'll finally understand the depth of my knowledge because that game is so crazy. We just have to get it on the books. Thanks for being part of my year, even if I discovered you a bit late. Aw. Well, thanks for making me a part of your year, I suppose. I'm happy to provide some laughs, and I don't know what else I do. A lot of insults, probably. No, 4 more minutes. 4 more damn minutes. I just can't stop myself. My little ladder. Yeah, I remember that on stream, I think. What else do I want to do? I want to do more compilations. I think it would be nice to do them once a month. It's just difficult. Like, I'd have to find an editor, I think. Like, editing clips so that I have one once a week. I mean, it's not so much time that I can't do it, but I just need to be more organized with it, you know? Like, I need to be more... Maybe we even drop a stream off the weekly schedule so that I could use that time to edit instead. I really like editing. That's what I've learned. I might one day just, like... I could see myself one day going, it's okay, I'm done being a VTuber, I'll step away from the spotlight. Everyone, on all my adoring fans, that'll be okay. But I'll keep doing editing. I bet I could do that, because I'm sure I would know a lot of VTubers that need editing, and I have had a lot of fun with it. Which makes me think that, like, that's something else I should try. This is actually a piece of advice from a friend of mine, Wormy, who they like doing art for other people. And so, but people are also really hesitant to give them art requests, which I don't know if I should be saying that out loud, but I also don't know if you could really find Wormy. But the bottom line is that they inspired me and made me realize that doing raffles is a way to, like, communicate with people and get a chance to do stuff for people. So I've been thinking about doing raffles just to edit other VTubers' clips, because I really like doing that. I had a lot of fun doing that. It's just chill. It feels like there's like a whole language you have to speak to edit clips, almost. And it's really sky's the limit. Like, you could pour 8 hours into a 15-second clip and still find new things to add to it to make it funnier. Of course, it's really dependent on, I don't know, your sense of humor and style and everything, but I enjoy it. I think I put up a clip just earlier today. I kind of want to check on the side here, see how it's doing. That's the one part that's, like, evil about this, though. It's so easy for it to start becoming a numbers game, and that's just not what it's about, man. It's about just sitting back, having fun, remembering the reason you started it from the beginning. Because I assure you, it probably wasn't the numbers. What else do I want to do? I guess I'd like to find more time to play video games off stream. I've all but stopped playing video games off stream. I mean, I like playing video games enough that I still find some time here and there. But it's tricky not to want to play it on stream. And then there are games that, like Disco Elysium. We've played that whole thing on stream. I would feel terrible playing any of it off stream. It's all about that work-life balance, I suppose. There was some part of me that envisioned playing Overwatch again next year, which seems like a dark path. I could have a really one-track mind about things. I actually think that's one of the reasons I should probably pick up another hobby next year. Even one that doesn't take too much time, just so I could keep doing this, but, you know, do stuff that keeps making me interesting. All right, I got a gaming chair I got to finish building. I'm gonna go lurking. Well, thanks for hanging out, and then good luck with your gaming chair, Turner. One of the friend of the channel, Mezzo Paggio, he was streaming, I think, a couple of days ago, where he was building like an IKEA chair, on stream. Okay, thank God. 15 minutes have passed. We're gonna try and see if this is all dry. Yeah, that's dry. Yeah, that's real dry. Okay, cool. Coat number 2. We should keep track of that somewhere, right? Let's see here. Text. I'm gonna call it coat number. Coat numbered. Okay. How's that look? Oh, terrible. Imagine making a graphic just for this. Could never be me. Make it at least legible in black, huh? Yeah, that could be worse. Okay. I just need to squeeze out a little bit more paint and we'll get going. Okay. And there there it is. Nice. What was I reading about lately? You know what? I found I found this YouTube channel that has been changing the vibe of what I watched lately. I think her name is like Frankie Faye or something. Long sleeves while painting is a dangerous game. See, maybe for humans, but us angels, we're near perfect, so it really isn't too bad. You clocked that though, huh? I didn't even once think about it. I was just like, oh, this is a nice casual outfit. It'll keep me warm. We'll do a sleeve check at the end of every at the end of every coat up application. We'll do a sleeve check. We'll see. Your boundless hubris. It's what makes me likable and charming, is how much hubris I have, isn't it? I think that's part of the charm. Because then I either succeed and you have to begrudgingly admit that I'm pretty good at it, or I fail and then it's like watching a Looney Tunes character. I'm like Bugs Bunny out here. He's got a lot. I think he has a lot of pride, right? Oh my god, talk about a show I want to spend some time rewatching. I'd love to watch some old Looney Tunes cartoons. Or Tom and Jerry. Whew. That's completely changed my comedic sense of humor. But I guess it's also so basic that, could it really? Like, it's basically just slapstick. Really good slapstick. Hey, look at that, it looks wet. Space Jam. Yeah, they were there, huh? So was Lola. I hear that that's where Lola Bunny was introduced, actually. But I was talking about this this VTuber, or not VTuber, she's a YouTuber called Frankie Faye, I think. And their whole thing is she does videos on like memes that were popular that were definitely fetish art at some point. And, you know, before they became a meme. I don't know why. I just didn't think that they allowed that kind of content on YouTube. But she has this unbelievable sense of humor where she's just dry about everything. Even though it's such a buck wild concept. And I feel like I keep learning about corners of the internet that I'm just not a part of, which is pretty cool. Like, I learned about, what's it called? I think it's called Gachimuri or something? Gachimuro? So basically, back in the 90s, there was this dude who was doing, like, gay porn. He was jacked. And apparently the acting was so bad that people were, like, joking about it all the way across the overseas in Japan. And he became, like, a Japanese meme. And you see remnants of it all the time, like, because there's all these memes about, like, absolutely jacked dudes, right? Anyway, like, there's a whole culture behind him. Like, everybody called him Aniki, which means, like, big brother. And it's like, what? How did I miss this? Well, I mean, I know how. Like, I'm just not hanging around these circles, you know? I'm not exactly worshiping muscular men all the time, or thinking it's funny to. But, and I mean, if you do, more power to you. That's neither here nor there. God, yeah, no, I am definitely flirting with the devil right now with these sleeves. So it's just cool. I just like learning about corners of the internet that I'm not a part of. Like I've got one friend, Max, I think. She's been on here and there. I just love asking her about the internet voraciously. I'll be like, what's like a girl meme I don't know about? And she's like, what the hell is a girl meme? And I'm like, well, I don't know, like a meme that a girl might know about, but I won't because I'm not being like, nobody's putting it in front of my eyeballs. You know what I mean? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then every couple weeks, without fail, something will cross in front of me. And I'm like, wait a second. This happened years ago. How come I didn't know about it? It's like, oh, I don't hang out on Pinterest. That's why. Not that you have to be a lady to be on Pinterest or anything. But, you know, folks just ride in different circles. For the record, I love Pinterest. I use it for like outfit ideas more than anything. Yeah, that's a nice wet canvas, huh? What do you think? Anywhere we need to apply a little bit more paint? Top left, bottom right, middle top. Just scream out. I'll get it. Here, I'll try to go real slow. Yeah, no, that seems relatively okay. Okay, sleeve check. Pristine. Flawless. And you know what? It's not even just the hubris of wearing sleeves. I wore pristine white sleeves, too. I am asking for it. You know what, though? I bet it's sort of like, it's like that idea of a god becoming immortal. Like, if you point out to me that I have this, then it's going to become a problem. So now that I know that I have long sleeves on that are pure white, I'm going to end up messing them up. But it's just because you pointed it out to me. So it's really your fault. What the hell, man? Get out of here. Goodbye. Oh, so many bots. So little time. Guilty. Yes, you are. I'm not. I won't take responsibility of my sleeves. Actually, that's not true. I will, because they're looking good. I'll only take responsibility if it works out in my favor. So I guess we'll check again. I mean, that took like a solid 8 minutes to apply. We'll check again at what? Like, I don't know, 2:20 my time? Another 30 minutes or so? Maybe there's a way... We could maybe do... Let's see here. We're gonna try to... Okay, obviously the main reason everyone is here, including me, is the paint. So for that reason, the paint is front and center. That won't be changing. But I do want to do today's Wordle, so can you guys go ahead and help me out with the Wordle? I know it's a little small on your screen, but if you just squint, that could really help me out. So what do you guys think we should start with here? I really could probably put the paint like that small down there, but it feels like that would be against the point of the evening, don't you think? Small? Small's a good word. We could do small. Oh god, I unmuted myself. So I keep my stream manager open from Twitch, but you gotta keep it muted because otherwise you're gonna hear yourself in a delay. I was like, what the hell happened? I have a pleasant voice though, I gotta say. Well, it could be, it's a little hard for you to tell, but you did guess one of the L's in the right spot, so good job. Small is a good start. Now we just need a couple more 5-letter words and we'll get there. Oh, that's hilarious to me. Yeah. You know, one of my favorite things to do lately, I'll have something on my phone and I'll show somebody it on my phone, but I bring it up right to their fucking face, like right here. Like, do you see this? You gotta see this. And they're going cross-eyed and doing everything in their power not to slap my phone out of my hands. It's older sibling behavior. I'm just making things complicated for you because I think it's funny. Here, we might even move our light source a little closer. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Fancy. Still taking guesses for the Wordle, of course. Guess we didn't do E. While? That's a good guess. Yeah, that's pretty good. Knife. Knife is a good guess, too. Unless you mean stabbing and killing me. Because you are often one of my targets. Dude, the I is correct. Good job. Oh, could you imagine a stream where you're doing like 20 of these? I mean, even just 9 of them in a 3x3 grid would be a lot. But there's like 7 different open browsers, and I'm like, okay, we got the Wordle and the Bandle and a Pokédoll. And I'm like, okay, anybody have any help for any of these? Somebody's like, I think like row 2, option 4. I think I know the Pokemon in that one. My eyes hurt from the squinting. Yeah, get back from the. Yeah, by the way, here we go. We've already made one fucking catastrophic mistake. You can't quite see it here on the camera, but we have definitely painted this this what do you call it? Headset light. No, not light. Headset cable. We've managed to paint it a light blue. Okay, here we go. Wow. Oh, my hands too. Oh man. Give it 10 more minutes and it's gonna get on my sleeves for sure. I won the Wordle, I'm not telling you. What about, well, it can't be smile. Maybe, guile. No, there's no E. Trilby. Trilobite. Krill? Spill? No, there's no S. Quilt. You know, I think it's probably only fair for me to try to make it small on my screen too, but I'm a dirty cheater. Let's go! Fuck yeah. Doesn't matter how small it is. Here, I guess we did win, so I should make it real obvious for you. We won. You see my vision though, right? I'm talking about like, almost like a... Oh, you ever see those newsrooms where they have like 8 billion televisions? Like that's what I'm imagining streaming to. Like 8 different browsers. What was it? It was Quilt. Quilt. Like the blanket. I've been thinking about making one of those. Oh shit, I gotta show you. This is the thing that I've been showing people lately. I was gonna look up Joe Biden Batman, like that'll show it up. So, there is this comic of Batman. Oh, it's called something like Ghost. It might have been called Here it is. Oh my god. Okay. Well, this is a little small for you guys, so I'll try to make it a little bigger. Give me a second. Do you guys see it? Do you see it? Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you get it? Look, it's so funny, isn't it? Just get real close to the screen. Okay, whoops. Come on, here we go. Stop doing that. I think even at this zoom, you can still tell that I was struggling. Okay, here. I'll give it to you for a couple of seconds because I don't want to distract from the paint. So, I don't know what the hell this comic is about, but this Batman to me looks like Joe Biden, or perhaps he also sort of looks like oh, who's that fool with the funny voice? And he was in National Treasure, and his name is Nicolas Cage. He looks like Nicolas Cage or perhaps Joe Biden. So I've been keeping this open in my on my phone. Like, not even saved as like a picture, just on my browser tab. Because when I open my browser, like, it gives you a preview of every tab. So I get just like a perfectly cropped image of him. Oh god. No, I don't. Whoops. Oh geez, it's like full screened over. No, stop. Release me. Release me, Joe Biden, Batman. Enough. Oh, okay. Did that solve it? It didn't solve the problem. How do you unfull screen in Firefox? Oh, I've my hubris. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so I just like having a real zoomed in version of this guy. Like, oh, like right around here, because it makes me crack up every single time. Half of the comedy is in how much he looks like Joe Biden to me, but the rest of the comedy is in him sort of haunting me. So we're just gonna leave him right. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, probably another 20 minutes or so, right? Before we start applying another coat. I mean, it's looking pretty dry, but that's okay. We'll keep waiting. What the hell was I talking about before we started talking about... Oh, I guess just the ways I like to annoy people. I mean, that's just fun, man. It's being a nuisance. Because then everybody gets to experience the release and peace of not being of not being annoyed anymore after you're done bothering them. Isn't that special? Isn't that something? It's sort of like walking over hot coals and then suddenly you appreciate like wearing shoes. You ever see the shoes with like the toes? You think about getting one of those? I hear that they're really good for your feet and soles for some reason. But I'm kind of curious to find out how or why. They're gonna take longer to dry, aren't they? As you apply more coats. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Get webbed ones. Like a frog. I wonder whose idea, like, how does that even cross your mind to make a shoe like that? I like walking around in sandals at home. And then otherwise I'm in like tennis shoes or boots. Freaks made it. People who wanted to see everyone's succulent toes. Here, we could, well, I guess we're gonna lose out on Batman if I go look it up. So I guess we'll just sit and speculate. I have to imagine that, like, there must have been some... This can't be a new idea, you know? Like, I know everybody... The most recent one's only been popularized in the last, like, 2 decades. But they must have been making shoes like that with leather back in the day, you know? In the medieval times when everybody was dying and had cholera or whatever. So there was still somebody who was like, they're really sad about your daughter and your son dying, but let me show you my cool toe shoes, dude. Toe socks are a thing, so it was just a step up. Yeah, exactly. There are... Wait, I haven't seen toe socks. That kind of... I bet that's hard to make, though. Like, that seems like a real complication there for the creation process. Oh, we've got an ad coming in. Isn't that a fucking joke? An advertisement on top of fucking paint drying. Toe socks are kind of miserable to wear. Oh yeah? Do your toes get all sweaty? I could believe it. I haven't ever worn one. Maybe you have to give me one so that then I have to suffer as well. A toe sock wearing stream. We'll have to come up with a foot cam, I guess. They're like toe prisons. Yeah, that sounds pretty awful. But I bet they're very warm. I would figure. I can't believe this, but we do have an advertisement here. Here, I'll turn it on right now. May your programming protect you. It's like putting rubber bands around each of your toes. Oh, that sounds awful. So they're all tight? Like it's tight to your toe? That sounds terrible. Do you like... do you walk around with them out? It feels almost as indecent as walking around with your feet out. Which I don't really mind, but I know that a lot of people do. Feet or whatever, man. I'm not into them, but like... I feel like people overblow how gross they are, too. But it's also... I mean, I guess maybe I should just say they're not gross to me. They're just another human body part. It all sucks anyway. We're gross all around is what I'm saying. If you think your foot's gross, just wait till you find out about your mouth or your eyeballs and ears and everything else. Not angels, though. We're very clean. I take a 4,000 Kelvin bath every morning. It kills just about anything on that would be killed on the surface of the sun. So it works great. I'm not much of a bath taker, though. There's something, I mean, there's something pretty relaxing about baths. I like bath bombs. Those are pretty fun. And I cast Explosion. What? And on me? On who? Just for fun? Have you ever watched Konosuba? There might be a character that you have a lot in common with. I remember watching that show for the first time, and I watched it on the advice of someone who I really trusted. And then I basically never watched anything under their advice again. For the record, Konosuba isn't bad. Okay, this is gonna sound insane. Konosuba is kind of like appetizer pornography. Does that make sense? I don't mean like appetizer pornography like the kind that they're putting on TV to try to get you to go to TGI Fridays or Applebee's or Chili's. I mean like it's just warming you up to go do the deed is what it feels like. And it's like funny enough, I guess, but it's not so funny that you can't just kind of see through it. I think. I don't know if anybody else has that insane opinion about Konosuba. Normal people call that softcore. Yeah, that does seem like a more appropriate way to phrase it than what did I call it? Than appetizer pornography. Well, okay, I guess that's what I meant to say. It's practically just appetizer pornography. Or fuck, it's practically just softcore porn with a sense of humor, admittedly. Like, it is pretty funny. But I can't help but be surprised by somebody. It was like a normal person. I don't know how to describe that to you. It was a normal person telling me that Konosuba is one of the funniest shows they've ever seen. And in retrospect, it makes me think like, dude, like, what did you watch, man? Like the news? The bar for softcore in anime is so much lower that Konosuba does feel pretty tame. I guess that's fair, yeah. There is stuff that's like ecchi, right? Like the food anime where it is straight up softcore. And even as far as like anime goes, it could have worse fan service, I guess. You know, I always say that, but I also don't know what I could point to and be like, this is an example of egregious fan service. Oh, man. But, you know, the thing is that there's still some part of me. Konosuba has pretty minimal boob bounce. It could be way worse. Okay, so, yeah, and there's like not really that. There's not like a ton of panty shots or something. I don't know. In my heart of hearts, I just feel like it could be worse, I guess. Not that I could point to something and say, oh yeah, that was worse. Um, you know, the power of that recommendation still lingers over me, because I'm convinced somewhere deep down that if I rewatched it and watched it, I guess I gave it its time, I might actually enjoy it. Which is, I wouldn't say that about a lot of anime, because there is something genuinely funny about how they write all the characters. Everybody on that show, it's like Seinfeld rules. Like there's something Seinfeld about everybody. Like, they're all assholes. Nobody's redeemable. And I guess that gets me to think that it's gonna be funny. Kind of like Arrested Development or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You're right, the main character steals underwear and gets assaulted way early. Yeah! Yeah! That was pretty nuts. It's a crazy show. It's like, I mean, I have no ground to stand on, because, like, I really like Dragon Maid, and Dragon Maid is a pretty, like, what the hell is going on in that anime? You know what I mean? In some ways, it's almost worse in terms of fan service than, like, Lokua as a character, and also Ilulu as a character. There's like whole walking fan service characters, as opposed to Konosuba. But I'm not out here recommending that at dinner. I'm not like having sushi with folks and going, hey, you have got to watch Dragon Maid. It's much more like, if you'd like to watch Dragon Maid with me, you must tell me. And also, you're gonna watch it under my careful supervision, like a surgeon, and I will scalpel-like remove the scenes and episodes that we should not be watching. But everything around it, I promise, it's like cutting out the fat on a steak. The rest of it is fucking incredible. It's just like cozy, hanging out with a Dragon Maid time. Oh. It's Always Sunny, but it's also a harem anime, revolutionizing the industry. I can't wait for the anime episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It feels like it's inevitable. That show is awesome. I love watching it. Jerks. I don't know why it is. We're 7 minutes away from coat number 3. It feels like time is flying by. Here we go. I think the gooneriest like anime I've probably seen, I think, is Interspecies Reviewers, which, if you've never heard of it, I think it would also be straight up like an ecchi anime. And it's like 3 dudes who review they review fantasy brothels that are populated by ladies and folk of specific races. The 3 minutes of ad limbo brought me back into a weird conversation. Yeah, you could also say that the 3 minutes of ads have protected you from us discussing Konosuba, and now we're moving on to the weirdest. Well, not the weirdest. Like I said, the gooneriest anime, which is probably Interspecies Reviewers. Yeah, so these 3 dudes, they make their living going from brothel to brothel and reviewing them. And all of the brothels, they're like, okay, this one is the harpy brothel. This one's the elf brothel. This one's all fairies. And it is weird. Well, I mean, maybe the word weird isn't a useful word. It's somewhat sexualized. Let's change that. Let's stop watching good anime and only watch goon trash. Why not? I mean, let's just be free and be cringe, huh? So that anime, I guess what's particularly special about it, it is like, I remember it being relatively, like, there is a lot of, like, I don't know, it wasn't egregious. Like, you don't actually see people have sex or like get panty shots or anything like that. It's just that the designs of each character are crazy over the top. So, like, if you're okay with, like, I don't know, Marvel Rivals or Overwatch, you could probably be okay with most of what the anime is doing. But the wild thing is that the characters describe what their experience with the brothel is, and most of the time, their enjoyment or lack thereof is because of their different heights, like, and whatever they're like. Oh yeah, one of them is like, I'd like to like talk to people a little bit more, or the other one is like, I'm like a 4 foot tall dwarf guy, so like my vibes are very different. I'm gonna get along with the very different kinds of races, so there is something kind of funny about it. But it doesn't really have anything else going on beyond that, of course. Hard to recommend that one, but I would probably say that's the one that I've seen that's the most extreme. I don't really get recommended shows like that, nor do. But that one was on Netflix, I'm pretty sure. Like that one was like, oh, awesome! Thanks for watching whatever anime you just watched. How about you try this one? And I was like, okay, Netflix, I guess. Okay, we're getting pretty dry here. I think we're ready for coat number 3. Is everybody excited? I am. So, are we even like? Is this really gonna change anything as we apply more coats of paint? It's not gonna get like bluer, right? It's just gonna get like thicker. I don't know enough about paint. I don't see why the color saturation would change, though. Acrylic is a pretty nice paint to work with, though. I've worked with watercolor, which to me has always been too runny, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. And then I've also worked with oil-based paints, and those suck too, because of the paint thinner you have to use. How many coats until it reaches heaven? Oh, quite a lot, I'm sure. I think we would, if we want this to reach heaven, we might have to start selecting a smaller area to paint over. Here we go. I would say this is roughly 6 inches by 6 inches, though. You know, I don't know why, but I thought maybe we could do, because I have a lot of other canvases. We could go paint another canvas if that would be more exciting to everyone. Watercolor paint is runny or watery? You know, I think you might be onto something there. Either way, it's a pain in the ass to work with, and so is oil-based paints. Ones that require paint thinning. That's a pain in the neck to me. Fork-founded kitchen. Okay, all right. What? Very funny. Fucking yucking it up for me saying something so stupid and obvious. I know, but it's I gotta do it. The only way I can keep doing this is by turning my filter off. I just let I turn on the super highway in between my brain and my mouth. No stops. No breaks. I mean, this is like a very pretty box, I'll say that. It's a nice even coat of paint. This is a pretty nice brush too, I would say. I've been rewatching Chainsaw Man. I've been interested in rewatching it ever since I saw the Reze Arc movie. I don't know what it is. Like, this is like the 3rd time this has happened this year, but I keep thinking about an anime that I have seen, and then I think back on what my experience was like watching it, and I see what everybody else is saying about the show, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't get any of that out of this. How did you get that? And then I go rewatch it, and I'm like, wait a second, I totally see what you're talking about. And suddenly it feels like this anime is like a lot better. And I'm beginning to think that part of it is that some of my friends, when I watch this shows, I'm cooking at the same time as I'm watching it. And so there's at least like a solid 30 minutes in every single season of every single show I've watched for the last several years where I was looking away. I was like roasting a potato or something. And so adding that context back into the show, or that animation, or that random fight, it ends up actually adding a lot. But so Chainsaw Man has been a lot more fun on a rewatch, having full attention on it. Can't believe how much more I like Aki now. Aki Aki, I think, is one of our... there's 3 protagonists, really, if you count Power, but she might not really count. He makes an interesting foil to Denji because they're both very motivated, but in very different directions. But also both of them feel like they're under a crushing heel. This layer feels like it was pretty different to paint on. I don't know if it's because I went and grabbed paint that was like already kind of dry. Like, it's just been out on the palette. I guess that could change it, couldn't it? It like applied thicker. And I mean, it doesn't feel like it's dry yet, like faster or anything, but okay, that should be enough. Yeah, I've been enjoying Aki a lot more as a character. I feel like they really... I don't know that they blew past the fact that his family died, but they didn't really spend a lot of time on it, I'll say that much. And so this time I've been able to appreciate that a lot more. It really gives you an idea of where this guy's coming from, that's for sure. Denji feels so much more of like a sopping wet dog. Don't worry about that. I don't trust... When it comes to this show, Wormy, I don't trust you as far as I could throw you. And in fact, I remember after we watched the movie, I kept thinking to myself, I have to go read this manga ASAP so that Wormy doesn't unintentionally spoil everything that happens with all of these cryptic messages you keep saying about the show. I totally forgot he does the deal with the Future Devil. And that's pretty dope to see again. The Future Devil was like on screen for all of like 2 minutes. I will never. You'll never stop, or you'll never spoil it. Because I think I'd much sooner believe that you won't stop gabbing about what might happen cryptically. I don't read a lot of manga. A lot of times when I read manga, it's because I have seen a single screen cap from a manga, and it reminds me of an anime I've seen, and they don't have an anime yet, so I decided to go read it. I'll never spoil it. I do my best. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. It's mostly a joke. Plus, I guess I would like to go read it. Because it feels like it's already been so long since the first season. Do we know when the second season is dropping? Is it coming out next year? That would be cool to find out. I'm sorry, Joe Biden, Spider-Man. Joe Biden, Batman. We'll have to put you away for a little while. Chainsaw Man Season 2. 27. You're shitting me, dude. 2 years? Yeah. It's saying late 26, but probably 2027. I gotta go read Chainsaw Man is what I'm learning. It's such a cool, it's a dope world. And I've realized the more that you know what? Part of it too was the fact that, like, watching a show like that while also watching, what is it? Watching Jujutsu Kaisen at the same time was exceptionally confusing. Their worlds are not that different, and neither are their characters, in my opinion. At least at a surface level. Once you start picking apart their characters, I think they're going in very different directions, but it's about devils and boys. You know, like what? Jujutsu Kaisen mention? Yes, welcome. We're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. My gaming chair is from hell. How? What happened to your gaming chair? Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that one is also due for a rewatch because these were just difficult animes to be watching at the same time, especially as someone who I forget people's names in anime like within seconds, literal seconds. Reading them side by side, kind of bodies Jujutsu Kaisen, especially going forward from when the animes are at. They need space from each other. You know what I mean? If you're gonna consume it, it's like having vanilla ice cream and then a vanilla milkshake. Like, no shit, whatever you have second is gonna feel like it's not as good, even if they're both pretty good independent objects. It's a pain in the ass putting it together. That sucks. Did you watch One Frame Man yet? That doesn't seem real. I would stop reading them for a few months at a time because they were just too close. Yeah. Like, they just need to breathe. And then also, like, Demon Slayer was somewhere in there in the mix, too. It was just a lot of anime at once. One Punch Man Season 3. Okay. Because of the floating guy, everybody's joking about how the animation's bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I fell off of One Punch Man like halfway through Season 2. Because it's just the same joke over and over again, right? Like, how is there gonna be a turnaround later? Has anybody read the manga? I don't know. It felt like a replacement for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I don't think it overstayed its welcome by Season 1, but by Season 2, it's like, really? We're kind of just... You brought me a Snickers, and I'm pretty happy about that first Snickers. But a second Snickers? The second Snickers is always going to be worse. I don't know. And, like, Saitama's not so funny as to carry that show. It's what happens when a series gets milked. I'm not so sure. Because, like, it's not like he's made... It's a manga, right? Like, it comes out as a series, you know? I don't think it's that he was milking it. I just think he had one idea and hasn't landed it in time. It makes me wonder if there's, like, some landing or ending for the manga somewhere in there. But I'm not willing to go read all that. That's why it's so much better to be friends with people who are into anime as opposed to being into anime, because there's so much manga, so much anime out there. But if you're just friends with people with good taste, the good anime just fall in your lap and you don't even have to think about it. It's great. Like To Your Eternity, that was a recommendation to me. Death Note, I mean, some of these are basic classics too, but like, you know, all my friends were going out of their way to basically double check for me. And that's pretty nice. That feels pretty good. There are some things I think that you have to like the process of not liking something, you know? Season 3 of To Your Eternity. Did you watch it? Did you watch Season 3? I am nearly caught up. I'm caught up to the season of what's out. I watched it with Sil. It shits and farts. What are you trying to say? You say that all the time. And sometimes that you just mean that it is a thing. Do you not like it? I like it. It's weird. It's very different than the first two seasons. But I've liked the first half of it being kind of at least a breather, a sort of kind of... Oh, I know why you don't like it. There is one particular character that is like, what are we doing here, man? That is a reason not to like that season. That guy, there's a lolicon in Season 3. I don't understand why he's here. I don't understand why they give him an arc, but they do. It makes me wonder where the fuck the thesis of this show is going to end up landing, because that guy's really like, what the hell? All that aside, like, the season's been pretty okay. Like, I don't know. The stuff with the Man in Black, or whatever the guy's name is, who knows where that's going to go? That's kind of cool. I guess you didn't say it's bad, though, either, to be fair. You just said it's shits and farts. Like everybody. Death Note mentioned. Yeah, that show is fantastic. I was bonding with a angel coworker of mine the other day, who's far older than me, but still also apparently likes Death Note, and that was a pleasant surprise. He had only just finished it. I might have to go back and rewatch that show sometime soon. You know what also feels like it's due for a rewatch? I feel like I need to rewatch... what's it called? Clothing anime. Elle would wear those toe shoes if he had to wear shoes. I think he just likes putting people off kilter. Kill la Kill, yes, thank you. I've probably watched it twice now. The animation is spectacular. Everybody's funny. On the rewatch, I got more of the anime references. I don't know. I just think it's a fun time. There's that cute gal who like does music. She's really cool. And then there's the teacher who's like the head of the like nudist front or whatever, nudist beach. There's something that's kind of Metal Gear about it too, right? Especially nudist beach in particular. It's a silly show. Oh, City and the animation was really good this year too. I enjoyed that one a lot. I still have to finish it, but man, that show had a lot of soul in it. Did I say, when did I paint this? 220? When should we paint this again? 225-ish? Or, I mean, 245-ish? Another 15? I'm gonna have to, like, mix up the paint and add a little bit more of it so that it isn't so... Does anybody know, how does acrylic paint dry? Like, if I just put, like, a splotch of water in there, like, just a little bit, you know, just a teeny tiny bit of water, is that gonna, like, undry it? Because, like, this is getting kind of dry. No. Okay, I guess I should probably be more conservative about the amount of paint I'm using then. So that I only use what we're about to use. That's too bad. Well. Thankfully, we have a whole massive toothpaste of the stuff, so... Not too worried. Bum, bum, bum. That brand of paint does not take a lot of coats, so be prepared. How do you mean? Prepared for what now? That brand of paint does not take... So, like... Oh, like, I might have to paint right now? Is that what you're saying? Oh. Oh. Does take a lot of coats. Okay. Well, that's fine. Just for it to be thick. Okay, yeah. That's okay. We got another hour and a half, so I mean, I've got nowhere else to be. I should take a sip of water though. What other anime could I rewatch? Some part of me wants to try Attack on Titan again. But every time I get like 4 episodes into season 1, and I'm like, man, this shit is so ugly. Attack on Titan. Yes, we've mentioned Attack on Titan. It's ugly though. Everybody's fucking gross looking. Everybody looks emaciated and in need of a big glass of water. You love it? Do you like how everybody looks like they've been under a heat lamp for their whole lives? It's hard to look at. But at least I think all of it is out now though, so you know, it makes it so much easier to binge stuff when everything is out and you don't have to wait, catch back up. Oh, I think I'm in need of a rewatch of Full Metal Alchemist as well. We're getting on to about, I think it's been 8 years since the first time I watched it. And I've never done a full rewatch. Like, I've rewatched some parts of it. I remember I convinced Pyro to watch it at some point, and he really liked it too. Sort of curious to see how it holds up, especially with, like, I think standards for shonen and shows have moved a lot. And, like, story writing wise, character wise, I feel like Full Metal Alchemist, it probably still holds up, but the visuals and the style, I'm not sure. Have you seen Chainsaw Man? Oh, man. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. It's of its era. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. It's very iconic of its era. You know, also, speaking of being of its era, Naruto. If it's at all believable, I've actually never watched that show. I think I've seen a single episode on Toonami, and that seems like a big cultural touchstone. I should at least watch it once. I wonder how many episodes it is, because I know a ton of it's just gonna be like fucking white noise. I don't think you have to. Oh, really? Well, what do you think I have to watch? What's a must watch, huh? If somebody asked me for an anime must watch, I would probably say Death Note. I'm nearly done watching Code Geass too. Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the movie in between the seasons, Evangelion. I mean, that's tough though. Evangelion's a tough one. Because it's like, it is kind of required reading, but at the same time, like, will you even be able to get it if that's like the only anime you've ever seen? You know what I mean? If you need to have seen like 2 other ones. Yeah, I like to torture people. Question mark. Akira. That would be dope to see. Finally understand what the Akira slide is all about. I want to touch it. I want to touch it so bad, but we're gonna give it 9 more minutes. Oh. Akira. Oh, I know that artist. Ooh, baby, when you talk like that. You make a woman go mad. What happens in that one? I feel like I confuse Akira and Fooly Cooly a lot. Are they both about aliens? Akira from Zootopia. Yeah. Leave me alone. Ah! He's being attacked by some psychic image that somebody has memed into him. That's a pretty good one. But that's a movie, though, yeah? It's a movie about some kid who drives around on a bike, and I think he has psychic powers or something. Akira is about a lot of stuff. Summarizing it all spoils something. Okay, then don't tell me. It's a cyberpunk, though. Oh. And he's got a cool jacket, right? He's got like a jacket with a pill on the back. And it says like Big Grumpy or something. It has flesh in it. Disturbing, I think. Okay, then just tell me this. Does it make sense that my brain has somehow stored Fooly Cooly and Akira in the same zone mentally? Like, is there a reason they're in the same bin? Or are they just both in the miscellaneous bin for some reason? You know, I feel like I'm so scooched away from you folks. I should... Ah! Whoops. Here you go. I'll scooch closer. That's just you. Something wrong with you. Oh, I'm so glad that everyone is so supportive. This is really why I keep doing it. It's for the fans. That's okay. I really want to watch Summer Wars too. There's I'm pretty sure Summer Wars is a movie about a computer that is overheating or something, and I want to watch that. I've also heard that maybe Cyberpunk 2077 is like good now. And despite all of the explosions and the terrible launch. I wonder how... Oh, let's do that. Let's spend some time looking at the... but there is the paint that we must watch. Okay, here, in the bottom left corner, we're going to spend some time looking at a very, very small winter Steam sale. Let's see. Tell me if you see anything you like. Hey, a shark game. That's pretty cool. Slay the Spire for $250. That is a steal. Let me tell you. This game is fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, wait, is this the new Star Wars game? They have games like Detroit Become Human for $4 fucking. I still think the story is kind of bad, but the quality and the polish has improved. Yeah, doesn't matter how many updates you get, I guess the story is still going to be what it is. I might actually get this game. Is this the most recent Star Wars game? Because I remember there was like a crazy Lego Star Wars game that came out recently. Tenchi Follow Beam. 2022 sounds kind of right, but I thought there was a more recent one. Finch, did you thank our Lord and Savior Gaben for this sale? No, fuck him. I'm giving him my money, aren't I? I would normally say thank you to Gabe, yes. But you've asked me to thank him, so no, I don't want to do that. I'm quite difficult. Yeah, I think this was the one. I hate Detroit Become Human for mysterious reasons, but the skyline is one point. Oh, is the GM building there? I wonder. What did they call it? The Rensen? Wow, you're going to internet hell? Good. I can join... Who's in internet hell? Tobuscus? Just kidding. Yeah, I know you're goofing around. Fallout 76 for $4. That's something. Golf with your friends for $1.50? What do you think, Wormy? You want to play golf? They're taking away your TF2 license. No, I'm sorry, Gaben, I'm sorry. I was just kidding. You rock, you're the best. Gaben actually, well, okay, you know what? That might just be his stage persona. I'm not kidding. No! What would I give up? What would I give up for my ability to play TF2? A finger, at least, I think. Can I play golf too? I mean, maybe. I don't know if anybody's doing it. It's $1.50 after all, though. It's hard to go wrong. Divinity Original Sin for $11? I can't believe they're selling it for $45. Expedition $40. Golf with Friends is a classic. I haven't tried it yet. The Master Chief Collection for $10? That's pretty good too. I'm only not just now realizing you guys can't see what the fuck is going on my screen. Oh, that's awesome. You can only take my word for it, pretty much. That's okay. If we find something good, I'll show it to you on screen. Bum, 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 bum. Thanks for stopping by, Turner. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Yeah, I haven't played Golf with Friends yet, but it does look like a really funny one. Wow. Marvel Rivals is less than free. They'll pay you to play it. That's not true. I do kind of want to try that game sometime, though. Oh, how much is Date Everything? $20. Still not worth it to me, I don't think. Oh, Spider-Man 2. That would be pretty cool. I kind of want to replay the first one too, though. Maybe some multiplayer games. Like co-op. Is Elden Ring really under cooperative? You need like a whole... You need a whole mod just to play with other people. That's crazy that they would put it there. Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty cooperative, that's fair. Elden Ring Night Rain. Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter is pretty fun. Y'all ever watch the Fallout show? I'm hoping to watch it, watch the new season. Now that it's come out. Peak is $5. I forgot that game was $8, to be honest. They sell you a real cheap product. Ooh, it's almost time for another paint. Another coat. Okay. Wait, no, we gotta return that to a goo product. It is a good product. It's also a goo product. Okay, you know, it's not as dry as it could be. It's not really leaving anything behind, but... Oh. What do you think we should do with this thing? Maybe we could sell it for $1 billion jillion. The 100 follower Sharpfinch Volt. And you could get prints of this. Now that would be funny. I'll spit on it if you want. If you'd really be willing to pay for it. Angel spit. What will it take for you to clean up the edges? How do you want me to do that exactly? I didn't lay down tape. I guess I could do it meticulously on the next coat. Here, okay. We'll do coat number 4 right now. And we'll try very hard to clean up the edges. Everybody's a critic. So I guess the answer is just complaining about it. That's enough. Oh, very apt use. Okay, here we go. Well, that doesn't look very clean, does it? Yeah, do you mean the left and right edges? Or which edge do you mean? All of them? I'm trying my very hardest. Square. What do you mean? Like the corners? I think it's pretty square. I don't know. Well, make it square. Okay, I'll try. Look, I'm an angel by profession, not a painter. Is that better? Does this look nicer to you? Oh, Tyrant? Yes. Okay, good. I live to serve. Just like Mahatma Gandhi said. Well, he didn't really say that. He did say, boy, do I love sleeping with my cousin. And also... and also, you're not really living unless you're living for someone else or something. Huh? Not a joke, I'm pretty sure. Although I heard that might have also been it was anti-pacifist propaganda too. I don't know. I've heard that he would sleep with his cousin, but like literally, just like Babar. What are we talking about here? Babar? Is that a Star Wars character? And Kevin Bacon? What the hell? That guy has a face like a well-worn leather chair. Oh, I'm so far away from me. Here, you can see me now. Hey. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, well... Babar is a fictional elephant, and Kevin Bacon didn't know his wife was his cousin. What the hell? I mean, that's a little tough. At that point, you're kind of locked in, aren't you? Did he have kids already? That's tough. Or like Oedipus. Oedipus didn't know his wife was his mom. He already had kids. Yeah, you're kind of locked in. Babar was aware, though. You know, that's so wild, because I feel like most of the time stories about fictional elephants are for kids. So, the fact that this is... I mean, I guess maybe it could still be a story about an elephant for kids. It just seems so unlikely that it would feature light incest. Babar is for kids. Then what the hell? Incest is for kids. Oh yeah, lock me up speedrun, I think, on that. They are royals. Babar? Boy, they'll let the rich and powerful get away with anything, huh? Okay, I mean, I think... You know what? I do think that we are actually getting a better edge now. Thank you for encouraging me to edge. We wouldn't be able to make this an edging stream if it weren't for you. Platinum. Just know that that's all your responsibility. Yeah, maybe we even change the name of the stream, huh? Edging stream. What do you think of that? You're welcome. Oh, gosh. Very excited to see the Wicked movie sometime soon. I was going to watch it with some friends this weekend, but I think that some of those friends are watching it with other folks, and we might end up watching it again later. But as long as other people aren't saving their wicked virginity, then why should I? You know what I'm saying? They're... And the first one was so freaking good. Yeah, there we go. I can't wait to see the time lapse, and it's just going to be a square getting slightly larger every time. And going back in between cycles of wet and dry. Like your favorite piece of clothing. What's your favorite song from Wicked? I'm being forced to give up my wicked virginity. Oh no. I think that's what the Salem witch trials were about, right? I don't actually know what my favorite song from Wicked is, because I haven't gone back to go listen to the soundtrack. I did like it a lot, but I guess not enough to go and listen to it quite yet. But I did really like the song, the first duet that oh god, I'm terrible with names. Glinda and fuck Alphaba. I like the first duet that they do where they're in their room. I don't even remember what it's about, because I do remember that they had another one where they were like, it was like a glow up song for Alphaba, and I'd liked that one too. I was literally gonna call her like Gazalpafel or something. Oh no. What's your favorite song from Wicked? And also, can you describe the scene and the setting and what the song is about? Because otherwise, I won't know. There's also, of course, Higher. I think that's the song, right? The last one? Where she's about to go sing with... I don't know, I've never seen it. Ah, so you had no idea. I could have called her Gorfavel, and you would have had no idea. Well, that goes to show. I kind of gave my hand away. It's called What Is This Feeling? And Something Loathing by the fans. Sometimes, I would guess. Elphaba from The Sims 4. What the hell? Are there actual characters in The Sims, or aren't they just like the freaks you make? So what do we think, folks? Is this a more even square? I mean, it barely, right? But kind of. Oh, The Sims has lore. Does it now? Okay, is Alphaba part of it? How does one even go about learning those Sims lore? We're gonna apply another coat. I don't know, 315. Give it another 25 minutes. This is relaxing. Bella Goth is where you should begin. That's intimidating. That's like a hero is being taught sorcery, and they're like, you must seek out fucking the Grand Wizard, Belagoth, Yogg Sothoth. Is this like a creator, or is that actually like a Sims character? Okay, let's dry off this here. Oh god. Let's dry off this guy. She is a Sim. Hey, are there other countries in... She is a baddie. Okay. Are there other countries in Sims World? Like, do they have complex geopolitics? Because, or I guess a Sim isn't necessarily their nationality. It's just like, it's their they're a creature. That's like they're not a human. They're a Sim. There are different worlds. Wow. I'm being open. My mind, my third eye is being opened to the reality. Let me, like, future world. Apple world. Here, okay, we'll do this. I guess we'll look up Bella Goth. I swear to God, that sounds like a what the hell? It sounds like a Lovecraftian beast. Bella Goth is a pre-made playable sim that first appeared in The Sims. She is the daughter of Simis and Jocasta Batchelor, and the younger sister of Michael Batchelor. That's a fucking fake ass name, man. You're about to join like one of those reality shows where they make you have sex and you're naming yourself Michael Batchelor. She grew up in a large house in Sunset Valley just down the road from her future husband Mortimer. Mortimer Goth? Can I look at a picture of Mortimer? He looks like oh, he looks like the guy from fucking, oh, they got a hand for a butler. Sometimes Mortimer is older. What's it? Oh, well, that's less creepy. I like his current design a little bit more. Fuck, what is it called? The goofballs that are all edgelords, and one of them has a meal with Wendy's right now. Addams Family, thank you. He looks like Gomez, I think. Gomez Addams, right? The dad. Yeah. I bet that's on purpose. The new home, new goths. He is older in The Sims 2. Mortimer's touch. Oh, there's a trivia section. Mort is French for death. Oh, okay, yeah. Pre-patch 129. Whoa. I didn't know there was so much lore to this. What exactly do they do stuff? Bella's more interesting. Okay, cool. It looks like she's in a lot more games too. The Sims busting out. Whoa, she looks very different back in the day, huh? Pleasant View. She kind of looked like a white lady here in this one. What did they do to her? Whoa. It looks like she's harboring some kind of alien. Okay, no, we need like full screen for this. Okay, look at what she looks like in the first game, I guess. Wait, that's not the first game. That's like a touchscreen game or something. Oh my god. These redesigns are not very consistent. Alien? It's more likely than you think. I mean, even this is like weird, but of its time, right? This is just a straight up different woman. That's not her. What did they do to Bella Goth? This one looks like the prettiest one so far. Wait, holy shit. Bella has had another child, Alexander, and has disappeared via alien abduction. Sims busting out isn't canon. What the fuck is it then? That's wild. She looks pretty and happy here as well. No longer happy. Maybe because of the 3 scary ghosts. That she's being haunted by. What? But this one, this is not her. They pumped her full of something. There's something going on with her head. Sims 2 is when she disappears. What happened here? Sims 3? That can't be her. Sims 3 just looks like that. Why'd she became a blonde white woman? That's what happened. High school years. Okay. Well, and now she's bachelor and not goth. That makes sense. She is a ghost. Ah, okay. This is crazy. She's gregarious. Does that mean you speak a lot? I think it means that you like to talk. Yeah, you're sociable. And she's a party animal, or she wants to be. Should I read these like in order of the games? I would assume The Sims period is the first one. She's unemployed at the start of the game, and just like her husband, she has no skill points in anything. She's useless. I gotta. Okay, we've had our fun looking at her though. We can't forget why we're here. Which is, of course, this beautiful paint that's drying. Since there are no familial relationships in The Sims, she has no relation to her brother Michael Bachelor. Nor does any in-game lore even indicate the two are related. Although they do share a similar facial structure, hair color, and skin color. Cassandra Goth. A life state in the info box. Wait, did I miss something? Sid! Yeah! Good eye! You must have it pulled up too, huh? Life state. What other life states could you have? Like dead? Ghost? Wait, we could go check on the one, what was it, Sims 3? You said she was dead? Life state? Yeah, ghost! And she's an elder. Oh, like an elder dragon. Well, I guess we'll move on to the next one. Sims console. Yada, yada, yada. Here we go. Bella has brown hair, though in all other appearances in the series, Bella has black hair. Ghost, fairy, mermaid. These are the all normal things. Those are fucking Pokemon types. What state of life are you in? Steel. I think I'm in steel right now. Might be fucking electric later today. Oh, she's a Cancer. That's cool, I guess. Oh, wait, yeah, okay, Bella has brown hair, though in all other appearances in the series, Bella has black hair, which is genetic, implying that she either dyed her hair in those games or that this was simply a developer oversight. Wow, this is titillating lore. Clues in the game, such as Mortimer's choice in career and their neighbor Betty Newby's younger appearance, indicate the game takes shortly before the PC version. Ah. Yeah, wait, okay, Cassandra Goth looks fucking crazy, by the way. Okay, yeah, that's not what she looks like in this game, though. Yeah, she looks like a little nerd. She looks like fucking Dexter. She looks like an actual Poindexter. Wow. Okay. There are 45,000 images of Cassandra Goth, by the way. What the fuck? Sims 2 has the best lore. How am I supposed to evaluate that? How am I supposed to learn that? I guess I'll just jump to Sims 2 Pleasant View. Okay, what the fuck? By the time the storyline has caught up to video essays. Okay, well, I guess maybe I'll spend some time taking a look at these sometime later then. But for now, we're just gonna read this. By the time the storyline is caught up to The Sims 2, Bella has had another child, Alexander, and has disappeared via alien abduction. It is also then revealed that Bella is Michael Bachelor's sister. She does exist in Pleasant View, but is hidden within the game code and can only be found using cheats or third-party programs. Bella's disappearance is a major component of the background story of Pleasant View, and it's theorized that Max's picture for this major role because she's a mysterious, elegant woman. Her last known location was Don Lothario's deck. This is crazy. Yeah, you're not joking. There is like more stuff going on, huh? So when did the last Sims game come out? It would have to be Sims 4? And also, like, are they ever dropping a new one? Sims 4 was 11 years ago. Yeah. It says 2017 right here. Or 2015. Oh, 2014 for the PC version, though. Sims 5 was canceled? What the hell? How come? This is clearly a pretty popular game type. Sims 5 canceled. Let's go to Reddit. Ugh. They're doing a new massive Sims platform. Whoa. I'm trapped in ad limbo now. Oh yeah, ads. I forgot that. Enjoy them, I guess, to the best of your ability. We should do the Bandle. And then in 15 more minutes, we're going to apply another coat of paint. Oh, you know what? Okay, well, no, we do need the paint here. We can't just... we can't just not paint. But I do have a little something we can do. I'm gonna... Okay, we're gonna close up this Sims stuff for a second. We have a little Lego. I wonder what it would be like to paint this Lego completely over. I figure I got this way earlier in the month. I was like, maybe I'll find some time to build it on stream. I guess that time is now. It's like a little Formula 1 game. Wow. I mean, they're really cutting down on stuff here. It is not much. Like, there's not even plastic in there. That's pretty neat, to be honest. I mean, aside from the Lego. Pretty sure I could build this without the instructions. Let me tell you. These little fucking things. These little tires. This is like the best... Oh, I forgot to change the coat number. There we go. Yeah, yes, yeah. These, you got it right on the money, Wormy. These things are the fucking best to chomp, man. They are so chewy. They normally give you one extra, too. Normally. But, like, you know. That was back in the day. Here's 3 of them. Do we have 4? Here's 4. It looks like we don't have any extras. But yeah, these are good to chew on, man. You ever swallow a Lego piece? Swallow it whole? I don't want to do that. But I have swallowed studs. Like, you know, like the 1x1 little circular guys. I've swallowed 1 or 2 of those before. I mean, I don't recommend doing that. I don't think I can. Here, well, why? Why what? Why can't I recommend you eating Lego studs? I don't know. I get the sense that then I might be forced upon... Someone might force an amount of responsibility upon me in a way that would not be good. Why did I eat these? Why did I chew these? Oh, the studs? I don't know. I just wanted to know if I could. And yeah, it's pretty easy to swallow them. I think I was like 14 at the time. So I knew better, you know, than to go swallowing Lego studs. But hey, I mean, my angel biology was able to keep me safe. Here. This is like the best part anyway. Is putting these things on. Slipping them on. Big frowny. Oh! Flashback Marauder. Oh, you think it's a bad idea to put these Lego pieces on a wet canvas? I mean, it almost certainly is, but I think it's so funny. Oh, look, there's not even stickers. That's pretty neat. Sleeve check. Oh, yeah, okay. Here, look. No, they're gorgeous. They are pristine. Perfect. Here, I mean, well, I can't, like, take my sleeves off, but, you know. Flawless. My ego grows stronger. You didn't think it was possible, but it has. I guess we'll open up these little instructions. 12 to collect. I'm so impressed. Hey, I mean, look, I know what I'm good at. And, novelty painting streams, that's one of those things. You don't need those. Eat that. Well, thank you, Wormy. I'm sure that's what everyone in chat is thinking. Here. Get me 3 subscribers right now. We already have 1. I'll even count that one to your account. Get me 2 subscribers. I'll eat this right now. Sure. Let's make a trade. Doesn't that seem like a fair trade? Oh, I'm like building it off stream. Sorry. They do come with spare pieces sometimes. Yeah. I'll if you can get me 10 subscribers right now, I'll swallow one of the spare pieces. God, that would be a dumb way to die, huh? Oh, dude, oh yeah, awesome precedent. $10 to make you eat anything on demand. Hey, if these are my first 3 subscribers. This deal won't be lasting for long, you know? It's like, is the 1,000th subscriber worth as much as the second one, you know? These are not like very intense instructions. They're pretty chill. And it seems that they've come up with a design that like literally all they change is the colors, because this isn't even a different instruction sheet than the other guys, I guess. What in the hell? Like this thing. I could swallow this no problem. Let's put some macro plastics in there to go with the micro ones, huh? The micro ones are lonely. What the fuck is this piece even supposed to be? Prove it. What do you mean, prove it? Prove what exactly? Or prove that it's easy to swallow? You wouldn't want me to do that, because I would guilt you afterwards. I'd do it, and then I'd be like, I did it, and it hurt, but I did it, and you'd be like, oh. I bet you are inciting me. I'll say that right now. I'm seeing red. I don't love being told what I cannot and can do, especially when I can so easily prove you wrong. All it would take is swallowing this little plastic piece. Okay, these little side pieces, huh? So, this is a complicated little base they printed. What if I go into your home and tell you to start swallowing plastic? That'd be pretty weird, huh? What kind of sick satisfaction do you people get out of this? How about paint? How much of this paint do you think I can eat before I get sick? I can do it. You would never go to someone into doing something you couldn't personally do. I see. You're a troublemaker with ethics. Okay, I gotta be careful. I don't want to get paint on my sleeve because I've decided to accidentally like do a Lego thing in the middle here. This is like such an insane thing to do in the middle of a painting stream. Yeah, there's supposed to be something here to assemble this guy into, but I have nary a clue how that works. Like, these are some bare bones instructions, let me tell you. Like, this part doesn't make any sense. Oh, it does make sense. There we go. It's like his little chair. See that? It's his little chair. Okay. I guess it's a McLaren. That's cool. Here we go. Put on the wheels. Nice. Now we're getting somewhere. I know. What we can do, I'll go ahead and just we'll paint this guy solid blue, and then I'll swallow the whole thing. And how's that sound? That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? There's this silly little helmet. Oh, interesting. So the helmets and the visors used to be different pieces. But this one just has like a molded in plastic, like almost translucent thing. I wonder why they chose to do that. Okay, we still need to give him this little race car. Oh gosh. Harder to eat. It would be harder. Doesn't that make it more impressive? Yeah, I'd have to like... That would actually do some damage to my angelic intestines. Oh, all the rest of these are extras. He's done. I could swallow these. I don't think I will, but I could. The old visors always look like fingernails to me. Yeah, I have to agree. They did look like fingernails. Finished the car. 4 more minutes till the next coat. And you know what? Sleeve check. A-okay, even after that silly little car detour. I didn't see the subscriber count go up, so I'm not eating any Legos. Sorry. Do you think you could get in trouble for doing a Lego eating stream? Like, Twitch is like, no, that you can't, people are influenceable. You can't just do that. You can't just stream yourself doing something actively harmful to yourself. I think there are rules against it, to be honest. Because, like, you can't stream, you can't, like, tell chat that you'll take a shot or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure that's expressly against the rules. They don't want you killing yourself on stream for views. And clicks. I guess because then everybody would know the cheat code. Watch me torture myself with a laser pointer. Would they not allow David Blaine on Twitch? Who is that? David Blaine? I've never heard of this guy. Is he a magician? That sounds like a wizard. He's a magician. I'd love to see a battle between a magician and a wizard. Because I know a wizard's winning that every single day of the week. Your parlor tricks will do nothing against my fireball. You know, it still feels like kind of wet. But that's dry paint mostly. I gotta say, I'm impressed that this has been fun for so long. It has just been paint drying, basically, and talking for 2.5 hours already. But we haven't run out of paint, and we haven't run out of things to talk about. I think that Lego helped a little, too, of course. Ugh. We have a whole new canvas we could do. Right here. We just paint on top of the canvas, on top of the canvas. See what I'm saying? Seems unnecessary, though. I'm ready. I think we're ready for the next coat. Coat number 5. A little bit more paint in my paint palette. And then we're off to the races. Okay, here we go. Nice. Oh, I'm looking forward to the break. Mostly from Angel work. I'm gonna miss streaming. And my friends, I'm gonna be out of town. Out of heaven. Visiting. But I could really use the time for myself, just hanging out. because this last month it's been very, very busy. And I also want to use some of the downtime to work on stuff for stream that would be pretty easy to do without access to the Tenchi PC. Whoa. Almost spun around that brush right out of my hand. So, like, we need to do some stuff for Stream Elements. Because I wanted to advertise the YouTube and the Discord and stuff a little bit more effectively. I also wanted to mention the perks for subscription and stuff like that. I wanted to use the emotes too, now that we have them. I also want to... What else do I want to do? There's one other thing. Oh, channel points. We have channel points now, but we have nothing to do with them. You folks really need something to do with those channel points. I need to theme them. I need to come up with like a little drawing for the channel points. I was thinking of doing Angel Down, because down is any dropped feathers from wings. Like that's what like it's called when you get a feather from a, I don't know, a duck, a swan. But we gotta come up with ways to use them too. Or pillows. Yeah, you can fill a pillow with them. Those would be expensive pillows. Filled with my feathers. So I want to call them that. I want to come up with like a cute little emote for the feathers. I'm not sure what we'll do as in terms of redeems, but I'd like to do some kind of redemption for those. Reward the folks that watch a lot with silly interactions. What else was I hoping to do? Maybe edit some like Twitter posts. I was thinking of opening up a Blue Sky account. I mean, even when I opened up a Twitter, I kind of knew that Twitter was sort of the worst for a lot of reasons. And it feels like it's only gotten worse. And I also think that the Twitter algorithm is like, even beyond all of the stuff that makes Twitter terrible, the algorithm is really aggressively like against any decent posting. Like 90% of the posts I get are not related to what I post about or what I like. There's just all interaction bait where like half of the posts are literally just getting passed around because they are confusing. Seriously, like they're just confusing, so they drive people to click on the post in order to see if somebody has clarified the meaning of the post. And that's all. Like that's like 80% of what I see. That was too much paint, but I guess we'll sort it out. How can 80% of the content that I'm seeing just be interaction baiting confusion? It's not even like, it doesn't make me angry. It's just, it feels stupid. It makes the platform relatively unusable. So I'm thinking of opening up a Blue Sky. I might keep both and just cross post on both, or I might completely swap over. I also want a link tree, because most places, including Twitter, only allow you a single link. So a lot of VTubers, they use link trees so that they can show off all of the stuff that they make across several platforms all in one place. Finch Tumblr when? That would be funny. The way I use Tumblr, it does not make sense to show it to people. That sounds really ominous. I guess I normally just repost funny shit. That's all. But my sense of humor is all over the place. There's no theme, you know? So you wouldn't be seeing a lot of, like, angels specifically or anything. Here we go. I wouldn't even want to, like, use it to promote myself or anything. I wouldn't want to post any Sharp Finch content to Tumblr. Has anyone figured out how Tumblr is supposed to make money yet? I don't understand how that company is still afloat. It keeps getting sold and passed back and forth for decreasing sums of money. And somehow people keep getting convinced that it's worthwhile. Like a money laundering scheme or something. Ah, what a nice fresh coat of paint. This makes me wonder if I should get into miniatures. I know painting minis is a whole other ordeal, but it's nice to just sit and paint. Or maybe I should get into this. I should get into painting canvases one solid color over and over again. And then once I'm tired of it, I'll just throw it away or sell them. Somebody will like this, surely. It's cathartic. And it does feel like I'm actually practicing my brush strokes. Imagine turning this in as a final project or something. Here, I did it. It took me hours. 3 hours, to be precise. I guess we do have to update that coat number. There we go. Ba-bam. I wonder if any of my favorite VTubers have a Tumblr, though. I guess it'd be kind of funny to know what they think is funny. Ba-bam, ba-bam. I kind of want to do the Bandle. It's a good value of blue against the white background. I think so. I think it's a pretty nice color we ended up picking. When I was talking to Wormy about this, I was like... I didn't know exactly what color to pick, and Wormy got all serious. Wormy was like, Finch, this is your Oshi color that you're about to pick. And I was like, whoa, what do you mean? Like, when people have glow sticks for you, this is the color they're gonna have. Be very careful. I was like, whoa. Okay, I guess we're doing sky blue. I do have a light stick that can be this exact shade of blue, so I think that Gura's is like a deeper blue, but that's okay. We can be blue cousins instead of blue siblings. As much fun as it's been, I'm looking forward to our final coat here, probably at like, what, 3:45? And then once that's dry, we're gonna find somebody to raid into, maybe somebody who I follow or something, and I am gonna finish up my rewatch of Chainsaw Man. I'm looking forward to that. Oh yes, the Bandle. How could I forget? Joe Biden, Batman. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Maybe they'll go easy on us on a Sunday. Let's see. No BGM. Die. BGM is kill. Drums from 64. 52 million views. 60s is Beatles, right? I think. I keep losing... Excuse me. Or was it 70s? I keep losing my confidence in music history. The last Bandles have been kicking my ass. I don't think I know it. It could be Beatles, though. What do you got from the boys? The Beatles. Sure, all you need is love. Not the Beatles, though. Dang it. Huh. It sounds like it would be some kind of doo-wop or something. Ba-ba-ba-bum. One more time. Oh. Sounds like a song from Dirty Dancing. I could see it. Or even like Footloose almost. Like it's depicting something kind of old. Twist and shout, twist and shout. I'm skipping. Huh. Did you feel that way, my girl? Talking about my girl. Yeah, that was my girl. I would not have gotten that without the strings, though. I can't let you feel that way. I don't remember how the lyric goes. Let's hear the whole thing back. Oh, whoa. No, I don't want that. Like, this. My girl, talking about my girl. Pretty cute song. I'm glad that we got it though. Jeez. What else could we do? We could do the Foodle. Oh, this beautiful coat of paint. Let's do food. It's not called Foodle though, is it? Foodle. Ba 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 da. Ba da ba. No, they're guessing food words. That's not the one. It's like a food guessing game. Maybe it's food guessing? Yeah, that's what it is. Live reaction. Paint cam. It has started to be pretty mind-numbing just watching it dry. Oh. Rice, turmeric, mustard seeds, green chilies, curry leaves. Curry leaves is specific. Lemon juice, peanuts, salt, oil, grated coconut is also specific. Coconut starts putting it kind of in the equatorial zone, doesn't it? Here, we'll edge out the paint just a little while. Asafoetida? Asafoetida. What the hell is that? And ginger or coriander leaves. Coriander also, like, this is putting me in India. But it makes me want to go further south, like Malaysia. A place that might share a lot of, like, okay, it says cool. Really? That's a surprise. Because I kind of thought that you'd have to be near the equator to do something like coconuts. But the coriander is kind of wild to me. Maybe it's more Middle Eastern. It says northwest. Could it be more like Yemen? Also cool. Northeast. Mostly east. Pitrana. Well, now it really feels like it could be Nepal or India. But I didn't think I would get a cool. Wow, okay, it was just India. Lemon rice. I don't know why. I wouldn't have guessed, to be honest. Malaysia. I thought Malaysia was pretty close to India. Yeah. Let's go find out exactly how close they are, huh? Malaysia. Ba-ba-bum. There's Malaysia. I guess it's a ways away. Far enough away that you wouldn't say it's warm. But I don't know. Relatively speaking, like how large is the Bay of Bengal anyway? Bengal? Anyway. It does look tasty. I would try it, but it looks like it's more of a side dish than anything. It's typically served as part of a traditional festive meals, and is also a popular choice in daily home meals. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Well, I guess on this map especially, it looks pretty far. Well, what is this? It's meat, ginger, garlic, mustard oil, red chili powder, turmeric, green onions, fenugreek seeds. That puts me right back in India if you're doing fenugreek. Tomatoes, sesame seeds. Sesame seeds makes me think other parts of Asia more, but The dish is a spicy and savory delicacy featuring grilled or roasted meat, often buffalo, marinated in a flavorful blend of spices and herbs. The meat is traditionally cooked over an open flame, resulting in a smoky aroma. Festive culinary gatherings, often served with beaten rice. Now I want to say something like China, to be honest. It's kind of Mongolian. It borders China. Could it be like Russia? Because a lot of modern day Mongolia... Oh, Mongolia is its own country. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's definitely Mongolia. No? Well, dang. I thought that was a pretty good guess. Called choila. It looks tasty. Korea? Oh, that's not a bad guess. Yeah. I could see that. Oh, what am I doing? Let's do Korea. No, it's cool. So it's probably on the other side. Could it be Nepalese? Oh, I could also still see Russia. Let's go Nepal. It's just saying west. Yeah, let's do Nepal, I guess. No. Nepal, nice. We got there. Pearl is a traditional dish originating from the Newar community in Nepal. Spice meat dish known for its distinct flavors. It's usually served cold. Okay, I wouldn't like that. I would want it. I would want that hot. I want that hot and sizzling off the cast iron. Nice grouped up guesses though. Pretty good. Food guesser. What is this picture? This looks like it's comprised of 2 or 3 distinct things, like unfinished products from like IKEA. Like if they left this on the machine that it was gonna go to, it was gonna turn into like the leg posts of a chair or something. It's just so round. Okay, so it's glutinous rice, mung bean paste, pork sausage, and banana leaf, all of which are optional. It consists of a round, white, sticky rice cakes with a smooth, chewy texture. Traditionally, it's filled or accompanied by a savory or flavor-rich filling, often featuring mung bean paste or pork. It's wrapped in banana leaves. The dish is typically enjoyed during celebratory occasions and holds cultural significance. Its simplicity and its distinctive taste make it a cherished treat, often enjoyed as a snack or a breakfast item. So this to me looks like, what is this, a chunk of tofu? Or cheese? And this one's covered in what looks like, it could be scrambled eggs or maybe chopped nuts. The banana leaves is very particular. What? These all look so different. At first, this one sort of looked like bao, but I don't think it's bao. I still do think it's Asian, though, especially like the banana leaves are putting me somewhere near Malaysia. Maybe it could be like Indonesia? It's warm, further northwest. So maybe it's Malaysia. If not, then maybe we start poking it. Well, let's try Thailand first, actually. Thailand. Hot. Northeast of Thailand. Vietnam? Or Laos? And it doesn't border, so let's do Vietnam. Let's go. Oh, I should have read it. I would have probably noticed it. But anyway, Banh Giai. It's a traditional Vietnamese cake made primarily from glutinous rice. It's plain white sticky rice cake that holds cultural and historical significance in Vietnam. The dish is often associated with Vietnamese festivals and rituals. Cool. I would try it. It looks kind of simply flavored, but I would try it. Okay, wait, quick. Paint check. How we looking? We want to apply one more layer of paint, like 5 minutes here. which I think we're going to be ready for. I don't know if we're ready for a finger test, though. This part looks really wet down here. You see that? Yeah. Let's give that its 5 minutes of alone time. Watched paint never dries, as they say. Oh, I guess we did it. That was the 3 ones we guessed, and we did pretty okay. We actually did above average. I wonder what the average score is between the guesses. Let's do a quick... Oh, played off. This one's pretty fun. You just pick which one people liked more. Echicha or Nam Tok Mu. I think this is just better lighting, right? Like, it's almost certainly to the right. I wonder what's in here. Dried cocoyam slices, cooked with palm oil, smoked fish, and a variety of seasonings. Okay. Spinach and pumpkin leaves. Or you grill pork, slice it thinly, and then mix the pork with lime juice, fish sauce. Oh, this sounds delicious. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one, though. I mean, a lot of this is more visual than anything. And I think this guy wins. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just not nice colors. Ha! Cahuamanta, which appears to be some kind of shrimp. It's normally featuring manta ray. Well, that's a unique kind of food. I think the most, like, unique food I've eaten from under the sea would probably be jellyfish. That's wild. On the other hand, we have, like, a bread that's been rolled with ham, raisins, and olives. Well, I probably wouldn't like the olives, but I think this picture is, like, so much nicer. No, people preferred the cahuamanta. Oh, gao! Huh! Versus paella. Okay, paella is a lot more famous, I'll say that much. I think that people probably guessed paella, but ogao is fantastic. No bias here, of course, but ogao is just a sauce that's made out of green onion and tomato. Personally, I think that eating it straight like this is okay, but I like it best mixed into beans at the end of the preparation process. But I'm gonna guess that people liked the look of the paella better. No, people like the ogao better. Let's go! Let's go! Honestly, I should have trusted. One win for Colombia. Fuck yeah. Nishime. This is not a great picture. Versus jam sandwich. This is gonna win. Look how crispy that looks. This dish involves simmering a mix of veggies with chicken or other proteins. Then you saute them. And then simmer in dashi broth. Huh. It's just like stewed veggies. Nah, we're doing the jam sandwich. Yeah, that looks good. Mulligatawny. Mulligatawny. Pepper water. It's spicy soup kind of deal. Sort of a broth. Versus banchan. Con? This dish features a small round rice flour cakes cooked in a unique clay pan. Oh! The crispy exterior encases a soft interior, often topped with ingredients like shrimp, minced pork, or eggs. I want to try this guy. Yeah, nice. Huajian versus Chagyo. These look so pretty. Are these like flour cookies? Pan-fried rice cake often garnished with colorful edible flowers. Made from glutinous rice flour. Ha! These small round cakes have a chewy texture and a subtly sweet flavor. And then this is a crispy fried spring roll filled with a savory mixture of ingredients. Okay. I want to try this. I guess, I mean, everybody wanted to try them, but... Golgut Bap. Nikujaga. What is this? Thinly sliced beef, potatoes, carrots, and onions in a sweet and savory broth. Then they're cooked together until the beef is tender. Ah, it's like a little stew. Beef or anchovy stock. I mean, honestly, just visually, I don't like all the white. I want to go here. Yeah. Yeah, the flower was really cute. Schneemash. Mass, I think. That's how that's pronounced, like an S sound. This dish combines a tall glass filled with lemonade and a generous topping of sweet, airy egg whites. The egg white foam is whipped with sugar until stiff, then piled high over the drink. Wow, that sounds delicious. Holy cow, I want that. Versus Kartoffelkloß. You boil potatoes, mash them, mix them with flour. You make like a potato dough, basically. Shape them into balls, and you boil them in salted water. Cook them, then simmer them a little bit more. And then you just have these like... No, we're going with this guy. For real? You're crazy. Picaron versus fricot. This looks like a curry of some kind. Sweet potato dough with a little bit of salt. Turn them into rings and you fry them. And you also give them a sugary syrup glaze kind of deal. Sounds tasty. Traditional dish that's originated in the maritime areas. Celery, pork, beef, chicken, salt, pepper, water. I mean, this looks better, but this probably is a fantastic meal. Yeah, I think people are being mean about it. Stimbo versus Kalupis. Neither of these look immediately all that impressive. Marinated meat with a bunch of other ingredients. Steamed with coconut milk until soft and fragrant. I think we're gonna do this. Really? People, they were like, I don't know what's in that banana leaf, but I want it. Okay. I'm a palate people pleaser, I guess. Sure. I'm very delightfully surprised to see people preferring the Ogao, though. Okay, let's put this away. It's our final coat. And then we're gonna start saying goodbye. Okay. Yeah, it's ready. Just a little bit more paint. You know, I don't even know where the time went. How has it been 3 hours of watching paint dry? I'll leave it to you guys to have made it so interesting, of course. Thank you for hanging out with me. And to many more ridiculous, silly streams where I do something that's mean, like sort of kind of mean in a way. I scarcely have the patience for myself now. I just want to go, go, go. Maybe I should give this as a gift to someone for the end of the year. Merry Crimbus. No, I think I want to hold on to this. I'll end up displaying it, and that'll be part of the joke. There we go. Just gotta keep it a nice, even coat. Maybe I should do like a legit Bob Ross painting stream. His videos always seem chill. I guess I've always wanted to do it. The only difficulty is like, it's easy enough to paint on this desk as it is. But if you were gonna do a whole stream where you're following along, I think it'd make more sense to do an easel. In which case we would need a very different camera setup. And I think I got off kind of scot-free on this one. I was earlier today thinking about maybe getting a whole new set of mounts for my camera so we could, you know, get a better close-up of the canvas. Really see the paint dry, I guess. But then I realized, wait a second, I don't even need an easel. I could just paint it from over top. Here we go. Oh, let's close this too. We don't need that anymore. Ah, that's like actually another thing that I want to spend time this break doing. I want to theory craft some silly stream ideas. I like event streams. I like doing something different and special that you're not going to do again. I think that's what our next goal is, by the way. Once we get 200 followers, we're going to do an origami like lesson stream. I really like origami. Origami's very, very relaxing, especially because you can do it with any old piece of paper. You don't really need to do it with any special paper, although of course square origami paper works best. So it's easy to do it like just gum wrappers or random scrap paper. And so I think origami is really not the art of the product. It's very much the process. It's process driven more than a lot of other kinds of art, where by the end of the process you want something. Whereas with origami, it's just like, you've made your 100th millionth crane. How much better do you think you are at cranes now than you were when you started? As opposed to, how good was this crane? Whoa, still live. Why are you French? I have a beret because there are stereotypes about wearing berets and being an artist. That's why. It's good to see you, Eric. How's your day been so far? But this is our 6th and last coat of paint. Maybe what if we do like a 1,000 follower stream and it's just we take this thing and we paint over top of it again? I'm Fortniting now. Oh, fun. How's that been? I'm hoping to play some video games tonight sometime. Might play some Baldur's Gate with some friends or something. And then, yeah, as soon as stream's done, I'm gonna go watch some Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna finish up the first season again for the second time. And now we just let it dry for the last time. It's not so bad to just sit and watch paint dry, especially when you got company. You just chat. And I guess also we've been cheating and watching surfing the web a little bit here and there, but who's counting? I think it's been pretty fun, all things considered. Oh, I'm gonna miss this so much. I'm not gonna be back until like January. Oh, probably January 4th or something, 5th, I think. So, you know, hold on to your hats. I'm gonna miss everybody, but I'll still be hanging out on Discord. I'll still be sending out Twitter posts and stuff. But there will be no streams left of the year. This was our last one. I know when I walk away, I really feel... I feel so bummed to break the routine. Just because it's become a big part of my life too, you know? But we will be back better than ever next year. Don't you worry, don't you fret. And in the meantime, let's find somebody to raid into, huh? Let's see. Metapodio is playing some Remnant 2. Never heard of that. There's also Sparkles Paws, who's playing Overwatch 2. Hachimachi, stuck in DPS gold. That's tough. Gotta aim train, gal. Let's raid into Metapagio, I think. This game looks like Dark Souls or something. Oh, not... Yeah, it looks a little Dark Souls. Alrighty. Well, that's what we'll do when the time comes. Oh, I already can't wait to return, even though we haven't even said goodbye for real yet. Well, thank you so much for joining me this year. To everyone in chat and everyone outside of it, thanks for stopping by the streams this year. And I hope this will be the first of many, to many more. I hope y'all have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, whatever it may be. Make sure to make the most of your time, because heaven waits for you. Goodbye! Say hello to Metapagio for me. Give him my best. Bum, 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 bum. And be safe at the end of the year. Stay warm. Enjoy the company of others. Eat and drink responsibly. Goodbye!